Hey, Rebecca.
Hey.
Awesome. So I'm super excited to introduce my next speaker. But first and foremost, for those of you that are not familiar with me, my name is Carly Dowdell. I manage the technology partnerships team here at ShipBob. I'm super excited, clearly, to introduce our next guest, Rebecca, who is part of the product marketing team at Shopify and is a lead. In today's session, Rebecca will be sharing how to sell across borders, scale without limits with Shopify's managed markets. So, with that being said, Rebecca, you are good to take over, and I can already see your slides.
Amazing. Thanks so much for that intro. And hello, pleasure to meet you all today. I'm Rebecca, and I lead revenue at Shopify. And I want to talk to you today about how to get the most out of your holiday season this year with ShipBob and with Shopify. Hot off the press, ShipBob is now an integrated partner with Shopify's managed markets. Managed markets is a solution to help brands sell and succeed internationally. And that's what we'll be talking about today. So in the next few slides, we'll discuss what is managed markets? How does it work? How is it helping brands grow? And perhaps how it might help you get the most out of your holiday season. So let's jump into it. The internet knows no borders, and neither do online shoppers. In today's internet age with social media, information is accessible to everyone. And we see that in the trends. Cross-border e-commerce is set to surpass $7.9 trillion by 2030. And it's growing at twice the speed as domestic e-commerce. 1 in 5 sales is a cross-border sale, and nearly 80% of shoppers have made a cross-border purchase. At Shopify, we're seeing this trend as well. So when we look at the traffic, nearly 30% of browsers are from international markets, but they convert at half the rate as domestic customers. So we see global visitors are browsing, but they're not checking out as much. In other words, capitalizing on the international opportunity is not easy. And that's for a host of reasons. One such reason is localizing your shop, making sure that it feels familiar to global browsers, but also taking into account the hard parts like duties and taxes, making sure that your buyers don't get surprise fees at the door, as well as having great international shipping options and understanding global import restrictions. Not all countries allow all items to enter their borders. And as a seller, you need to keep in mind which products could be sold where. All of these complications, they're barriers that stop brands like yourself from selling into international markets and stop buyers from buying. So Shopify wants to make this easy, and we're investing in international solutions to help brands grow globally with ease. With managed markets, going global is a no-brainer. We have tools to help localize experiences to make global shopping experiences feel familiar no matter where the buyer is located and to help boost conversion. We also provide the tools to manage multiple market experiences from a single store. So easy back-end management, and you don't have to create multiple stores in order to provide that great personalized experience. And finally, the tools to scale with ease and confidence. As I mentioned, you have to think about so many things when you sell into international markets. Local restrictions, taxes, duties, compliance, customs documentation. All of these things can be barriers, but Shopify is here to take those barriers away and make it easy. So let's get into it. Let's get into the how. So first of all, Shopify provides international sales tools to help you create on-brand experiences that are familiar per market. And that includes domains and subfolder management, including optimized SEO and automatic redirection based on your customer's IP address, ensuring the right store experience, as well as currency conversion, allowing buyers to pay in over 130 local currencies and automatically applying rounding rules. Product pricing by market, giving you the power to fine-tune your pricing strategy based on competitiveness or your particular strategy in that region. Language translations. So you can translate your store with Shopify's first-party app called Translate and Adapt, as well as you could adjust language based on culture. For instance, you might be selling what we call pants in the US and Canada, but in the UK, you might want to call that trousers, as well as the ability to adapt store content by market. In other words, localizing banners or region-specific messages depending on holidays in that region or unique shipping offers that you want to provide to that region. As well as managing product availability by market. So you can adjust catalogs based on, say, opposing seasons, offering bathing suits in one area while offering sweaters in another, or prevent heavy items from being shipped long distances. And we have so much more, as well as localized address forms, duties and taxes at checkout, local payment methods, all the things that you need to ensure a seamless, localized shopping experience that resonates with customers. And we like to think about these features enabling a seamless end-to-end journey that delights buyers. And what that means is that these international sales tools help enable the journey from arriving to the right experience, again with SEO optimized, domain subfolder management and redirection, to browsing like a local with the right currency, the language, the theme, the content, and finally checking out like a local with the optimized checkout, address forms, duties collected, and payment methods. These tools set up shops for success so that they can optimize conversion and affinity for your brand in those cross-border markets. But managed markets does even more. And it provides, like I said, the tools to handle the complexity of selling internationally. And it does that by providing what's called a merchant of record model. So I'm going to walk you through how a merchant of record model works and how it makes global selling easy for you. So imagine an international customer purchases from your e-commerce website on your regular store. Well, they make a purchase with you and you own that relationship. On paper or on record, no transaction is in fact occurring between you and the international buyer. On paper, Shopify is helping you handle that. And what that means is that it alleviates you from being responsible for taxes, duties, and local regulations. What Managed Markets does is collects the payment on your behalf, including relevant taxes and duties. Managed Markets then takes title of the item in your customer's order and resells those products to the end customer, then prompting you, the merchant, to ship and fulfill the order. And then Managed Markets sends back the revenue to you, the merchant, for those global sales minus fees and taxes. So through this model, it removes a lot of the burden, a lot of the admin work of selling into international regions. And you can think of this as a fully managed service, and it provides services around taxes, regulations, and shipping. So with Managed Markets, full responsibility for handling billing disputes and other operational burdens are taken off brands. That includes things like audit and invoice reconciliation, billing disputes, help with claims if packages are lost, guaranteed duties and taxes, removing surprises at the door for buyers, customs documentation management, including resolving issues at the border, tax compliance, including filing and remittance, carrier performance management, and address validation. All of these things put burden on brands, resulting in a lot of just admin and overhead that we take off your plate so that you can go global with peace of mind. So what shipping options are available with Managed Markets? We provide options across economy, expedited, and express, and we're continually looking to increase the options available with Managed Markets. So expect this list to grow. On the economy side, we provide DHL e-commerce with USPS first mile. So average transit time is between, say, 3 to 12 business days. And as a merchant, you would drop off the parcel at a USPS spot that gets delivered to a DHL hub. And from that hub, it's then sent internationally. That's the typically the most economical option. Then our newest carrier option is UPS. And this is an expedited option, which is usually between 2 to 5 business days. You could do drop off or pickup for $4 per pickup. And finally, DHL Express, our express option. For top lanes, this is a 1 to 3 business day delivery. And for less common lanes, it's up to 5 days delivery. This is free pickup. And what we hear from our merchants is they're blown away by how quickly packages are arriving at the door. Something to call out, UPS and DHL Express tend to be a better fit if you're selling heavier weights. There's a higher threshold for pounds and has a higher threshold for value of the parcel. All right, let's continue. So this is also hot off the press. Last week, Ernst & Young released a report, and this report is called Beyond Borders, Mastering Global Trade with Integrated Technology. And I wanted to bring this up because Ernst & Young did an independent review of Managed Markets and took a look at how brands are performing. And what they found, in summary, is that with Managed Markets, brands are expanding country reach and up to doubling their international sales. So 80% of brands using Managed Markets saw an increase in international sales. Top performers saw over a 200% increase, and the average was in fact 40%. So these are some powerful numbers that really demonstrate that Managed Markets helps brands scale pretty quickly. And if you'd like to read more and understand how brands like your own might take advantage, there's 10 powerful case studies. They're in-depth across various verticals: apparel, sporting goods, skincare, kitchen, pet supplies, where you can hear directly from the brands on their journey selling internationally. So in summary, with Managed Markets and ShipBob, you can boost sales in hundreds of markets, sell like a local, and convert more, manage an integrated solution with ease in one spot with your one store, and pay as you win without any contract terms.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. I know we're ending in a minute here. So of course, if anyone has any questions, I will share my email in there to help with any setup on the ShipBob side or get you connected to Shopify. But Rebecca, I just wanted to say thank you so much. This was super helpful. And just so everyone knows, you will get the recording after this.
Awesome. Pleasure being here. Thanks for having me.